All right, so here we go. Everyone's got their decks loaded, so let's toss a coin and get the 2v2 championships underway.
I want no part in this coin toss.
Victory conditions and all that shit. So.
Oh yeah, we should probably show that.
Oh, victory conditions first.
Oh.
Let's do victory conditions first.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. Also, we need our team Gameslayer, the power of friendship.
Oh yes, of course. You just call her leaves. Yeah, so we got rid of all the breach conditions, yeah.
Oh, did you? Nice. Okay, perfect. So we have invasion, hunting for power.
Yeah, I'll take credit for it.
Cool.
Invasion, hunting for power, Skyteam Master. Ugh, hunting for power.
Here we go.
We're probably in a way better position to go for it than them, but still,
nevertheless.
Hunting for power.
Yeah.
Ryan, I want no part of this coin toss. Oh. You can handle it for us.
Also, yeah, our outsiders.
I'm notoriously bad at coin tosses.
All right, cool.
Gameslayer, you call it.
And you guys call?
Sure.
Tails. It's more likely to land on heads, so I always want to take the, the disadvantage.
All right, so we have Skyteam Master, invasion, hunting for power. I'm assuming we went first here, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why is Ryan so loud?
Yeah, he's not a consistent sound volume.
Well, I'll just pull him down a little bit.
Yeah, so I mean, like, these are like some really bad victory conditions for us in general.
That's what I like to hear.
I mean, we got invasion, which is okay, I guess, but like we really would have liked to have had a breach because that's how we win usually.
True.
Somehow is usually by either breach or an onslaught round 2.
That is true.
So like, would have been nice. Oh well.
Coulda, woulda, shouldas. All right, so you guys chose first.
We did.
Okay, so I guess we're bringing Silent Ambassador because I'd rather we not let them do their.
Your choices are Lord of the Ancestors and Terror.
Or Lord of the Ancestors.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry.
Well, the only thought about that is that Lord of the Ancestors shuts down invasion. Is that good or bad for us?
Right. That is a fair point. Let's see. If we go to a base race, and by base race I mean an outsider race, Lord has 1 more point of health. So, not entirely sure that that's going to make that big of a difference.
By the way, just for people listening to this recording in the future, we are playing without the breach cards or breach victory conditions, and we're playing with the old worship rule. So if they draft Warhill, there won't be the double worship.
That is correct.
Because this was supposed to have been done weeks ago.
Yes, but some people had bad schedules.
The 2 of you had no schedule despite having all this time to record Outsiders only.
Actually, we haven't done an episode for 3 weeks.
Yes, we haven't because we've both been busy.
Because we've both been busy,
Okay.
so you can apologize to us now. We'll accept it.
Okay, so let's look at that team, right?
Okay, so it's blue plus
assuming
accurate.
it's split down the middle. Assuming it's split down the middle, right? What we have here is we have an aggro list with Frail Shillavy.
Yep. And a control list.
Or a bit more control-y. Probably a lot of them, probably the Psychic Shield's on Shillavy, Frail's probably got all the healing cards, and the Street has probably got a bit of control stuff if you need it. But on this side is super interesting because Ekrit Brilvar seem like super control guys, but then you've got this Golbjorn here.
For big damages,
I suspect that they've got the Granite Skin and the Rampant Hatred over here, but this is like the heavy control side, and this is the 3-mana side, really, and this is the cheaper stuff side. So considering that versus what our decks are, which side do you think is more likely to get an invasion off, and which side do you think is more likely to get Skyteam Master off? Because I'll be honest with you, I don't like our chances of fighting purely in the dome this entire game.
Right. I mean, of course,
that is definitely a problem. That said, terror is terrifying.
Yes.
Yes. In the name.
I mean, the other thing too is even without, like, I mean, obviously Nexus Breach is still something that we could just go for. So, like,
yeah, we don't do it on round 2 usually.
No, that would definitely, especially against these two, that would definitely be a later game play. But still, something
we're not going turn 1 here, so we can't really get it off turn 2.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, terror one advantage we have if we go with Lord, of course, is that Lord spawns on the outside of the dome.
Correct.
Terra spawns inside. Terra would be susceptible to hunting with power. There's an argument to be made that we could go for it, though.
Well, no, the Terror would have to spawn in a cover hex, so it would spawn outside too.
Yeah, but I mean, then they'll probably...
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah. They'll bring it inside. I see what you're saying. Never mind. Yeah.
There's an argument made we could go for it, but... I don't know. I feel like blue is kind of a big problem for us.
Mm-hmm.
As said, we fought and defeated blue before, but that had a breach, and that was good for us.
That's also true. Let me remind myself what we have in the deck here. Yeah.
And the thing is, Vorhild is super awkward because she can't deal with Brovar, right? Brovar counts as Vorhild.
Correct. Akla has 3 line of sight. Blah. Jason 2 A pillar. Okay.
I mean, also the fact that other than Shillavi has 1 armor.
Right.
Yeah.
In fact, Shillavi probably counters Vorhild better than Brovar.
I feel like the Lord just hasn't. We just haven't lost the Lord. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
That is actually super funny. Vorhild does not state that that's a May. If Shillavi is the only viable target within 3,
correct,
you have to go for Shillavi.
Yeah. I mean, you could always just plink one person and then, like if they have armor, then it doesn't do damage to them. But like, yeah, Shillavi.
If Shillavi's the only one.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
I think we have to just go Lord of the Ancestors here.
Yeah.
Try and win a tiebreak, maybe.
Okay.
Oh God! Please don't go that long.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Eric wants to play in like 3 hours. That I may just be like, you know what? On second thought, we need to reschedule for another day.
Well, genuinely, they're blue. They could last forever.
That's fair.
They're blue with frail. They could just last forever.
That's true. Yeah. Because, well, let's see. We have... Okay, cool.
And they... Okay.
All right, gents. Deal them.
Let's see. I forget. Ryan, which of us is... Do you think it's me drafting first here?
I think it's your pick. And I don't know which one, yeah.
I think Frail is an obvious choice here. Let's see. Do we want Frail like here?
I think we don't want Frail in the front.
Yeah. So over here then?
Yeah, that works. Yeah. That checked out.
Yeah. Right, yeah, no, I agree. We don't want Frail in the front.
All right, shall we deploy the 2 regulars?
Yeah, let's deploy the 2 regulars. Yeah, I mean,
Does it say no surprises here?
None. There will be no hate banning, or do I want to over one more?
I think, isn't that supposed to be Ixtos square hex?
Is it? I thought Yami goes on the outside. Because that way she can go. Because that way she can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, okay, we'll let it be on these. The thing is, I'm used to playing. I'm used to playing with my Ixtos where I've got literally no pillar spawning, and then Ixtos has to go on this side because then if there's absolutely no way of spawning a pillar ever, then Ixtos has to just walk up and hit a minion.
Gotcha. He has friends.
Are you taking your 2 now?
I think so.
I assume we're on the same page about which ones those are.
Here, right?
Yeah, there, and yep, exactly.
So if they go Brilvar, Ekrat, and Astrida here, this is probably a tiebreak victory.
Oh, great.
Alright, so... Akla or Frail? It's a very big question.
It is. Let me think.
The longer the game goes, the better Frail is, but
correct.
Akla is more pillaring.
Yes.
I think this is a good argument for Frail.
I do too.
Golberon was there for me, but I think Ekrit was right.
But then, if it's Frail, the thing is, Frail is best with Vorhil because then Frail provides Vorhil the healing. But I think we'd want Nelliclin over Vorhil here.
I agree. Yeah, Nelliclin definitely, I think, is coming into the field.
So that makes it super awkward with the Frail.
Yeah. Makes it pretty much a rainbow game.
Frail would be just a self-healing, which isn't terrible, and she of course has the piercing, which is fantastic against the Brilvar.
Right.
Akla really gets hurt by Brilvar.
Yeah.
So I think it's Frail that we go with.
Yeah, I think we need Frail.
It's funny. Comattoxin is like a really good way of killing the outside.
That is also true.
That is very scary. 10
HP threshold would be pretty good, but on the other hand, with them being pure blue, like they can easily just like snipe it from 13, and there's nothing that we could do to stop that.
I mean, it's not going to be easy with Lord of the Ancestors because he
True.
can run away.
That is true.
Best response to toxin, nourish it above the threshold.
Actually, that's also fair, yeah.
We can go ahead and discard Golberon at this point.
I mean, just looking at the cards, I think I agree that Freyhill... I think that what Freyhill has on her just gives us
more
better options.
Alright. We'll go with Frail and then Nelliclin then.
Alright.
I think Ekrit was correct there, but definitely worth thinking. I definitely had to think about Golberon there.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely want Frail on this left side.
Over here?
Though, I'm not sure there exactly.
Okay.
The awkward part is we kind of also want Nelliclin. Nelliclin's going to be the pillar spawner.
Okay.
Like, they can always snipe the pillar, but doing so is pretty good for us if they do.
Right.
Like, the question is whether Frail... It's nice for Nelliclin to be able to go to lane 2 if he needs to.
Right.
I just don't want... If it's like this, does Nelliclin get in the way?
I see what you're saying.
Well, he gets in the way of Frail being able to go on to this side.
Right.
Which is definitely a potential flaw.
Should we swap the two then? Put like Nelliclin where Frail is and Frail where Nelliclin is? That way Frail has access?
Yeah, but then Nelliclin doesn't.
True. True.
So if Nelliclin places a pillar here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for it. Yeah, we'd
have to stomp the control token minion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, that would be bad. I think we have to arrange it like this. But then Nelliclin... You know what? We might be able to arrange it like this. Have Nelliclin move and then worship, I guess, would work. Of course, in general, it's just super awkward for Nelliclin to go before other characters.
Right.
That's the one advantage of Vorhild, of course, is that she gets to just walk and be fine.
Right.
But we need the mage.
Yeah, we absolutely need a mage here.
Yeah, I think we just have to go like this.
Okay.
Let's color on our characters. Yep.
I'm just gonna get rid of Akla's stuff.
Yeah. The really cool thing about our team matchup, our team guys, is that this was something that we saw another team, another 2v2 team using the Yami Ixtosk, They didn't consider the fact that the Ixotos can be on the other person's team.
Yeah. Where you can
we went up with
split.
somebody who did the Yami Ixotos split like this too.
It's the super cool thing. Yami can have Akla, and then
Yeah.
you can just be red and not have to have blue in it. But then we went with Frail anyway, and so Rainbow.
Are we going Shillavi here?
I
Ryan?
think so. I think so.
Yeah, that's one thing. Is like it feels like we're like obviously there's reasons to want to street it, but I think we're supposed to go Shillavi.
I agree. I thought you were going to say Estrida, and I thought we were going to have to discuss it, but we actually agreed.
No. no. I think we're often pretty much on the same page with these things. So now the question is, does Shillavi go here? Do we put her all the way out here? Does it matter that much?
I think I like this
like, I think this gives us more options, and is like slightly limiting in terms of like if we end up just piling into the dome. But round one, I think that's okay.
I mean, you could still move in to here or here.
Exactly. I'm just saying, like, you know, it limits our options in terms of where she can end up in the dome. But like I said, I think round one that's fine, and then we get more options in the lane. So I think that's.
I immediately regret our decision of where we placed Northland. Oh well. Yeah, you definitely can't keep that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. Get rid of that one, and then what about the other two?
Yeah, it's awkward. There's definitely a card I'd much rather you have.
Yes, I know exactly which card you mean.
So I think honestly you drop both of those two.
Okay.
I have a weird hand
They
here.
mulligan first though.
Oh.
I think I keep my 3, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure this is a fine opening hand for me. Yeah, yours is weird. Like, what on earth are we supposed to do with those 3 cards?
This is interesting here.
It's interesting, but is it worth holding on to?
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm like kind of tempted to pitch the middle one.
I feel like we should get rid of one of these two.
At least one. I could honestly see going for both, because based on your deck, right?
This one's just interesting because of our current positioning.
Because of our current positioning. Why? Because of our positioning. Oh, you mean? Well, I mean, it would specifically have to be that one, but we could still do it.
Yes.
But honestly, I'm tempted to pitch both.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
I think those are cards that don't necessarily do a lot right away, and there's better things we could have.
Oh, they have Gathering Storm and Hunt Begins. That is interesting. That is a problem.
The Hunt Begins was the one I was talking about being intriguing.
They're gonna heal way too much this game.
I do like this hand a bit better.
Yeah, no, definitely that hand is better.
Alright,
Okay.
so we're not gonna kill any of them until potentially. we're not killing them ever. Gathering Storm is one of those cards that I would say is absolutely awful in this format, but they're playing it, so that's interesting.
I was gonna say, we originally had Gathering Storm, and then we got rid of it.
Yeah, it was like, no, this is actually the worst. That's not what it is.
Oh, wait a second, Ryan. I think I'm looking at an outdated list, because the list I'm looking at doesn't have Gathering Storm.
Oh boy.
You guys aren't playing the wrong decks, are you?
No, the one I'm looking at has Gathering Storm.
Well, like I said, I think mine is probably just
new
outdated.
URL.
No.
Mine is probably outdated. Well, mine is a copy, which is why.
Just to
It
be
might be
safe, you
outdated.
should put it in the deck list channel. That way, everyone who is a member of Team Degenerates can see it. What could possibly go wrong?
Absolutely nothing.
I'm guessing we just like. Okay, we completely mixed up your half of the deck, but my half of the deck is mostly the same. Okay, cool.
Okay. So
Is yours the wrong one or is mine the wrong one?
I don't. It doesn't matter. We're playing this
Gathering
one.
Storm in it.
Ryan is the one who put in the deck, so his deck list is the one that we're playing, whether or not it's the one I thought we were playing. So,
Okay.
it's very similar. It's just slightly different. So, anyway, Ryan, are you opening us up here?
What?
First activation.
I think so.
Hang on. We have to mulligan still.
Oh, okay. Well, then do that.
Yeah. Okay. We were waiting on you guys to confirm. All right. So you
Yeah.
definitely drop those two off, and let's see what you get.
Okay.
Here's what you were saying instead of the Gathering Storms.
I have a super awkward hand,
I see that.
but I feel like I have to keep it.
Are you? Jesus.
No.
Nope.
That's fine. You're fine.
Okay, that's interesting.
I feel like I have to keep my hand.
Okay, yep. That makes sense.
There's way better cards I could have right now, but there's also worse, so I feel like I just have to keep it.
Yep.
So, alright. Go ahead, guys.
Rock and roll.
A Charm and a Soul Screen.
23 minutes into the recording, we're ready to make the first activation. Woohoo!
Right?
So, I activate here, right?
Yeah, right.
This is me and RG's style. We really analyze.
Yes.
And by that we mean I really analyze and then blame him for half of it.
Accurate! Hey, it's worked for 2 seasons.
I feel like we're usually pretty quick, like the first round, and then we get really, really slow.
Yeah, well, you're really slow right now. Hurry it up. Go.
Yeah, let's go, 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 go!
So
Downside of this
you guys are
positioning
talking.
is
It's our turn. Let us do our turn. Jeez. Brovar, right?
yeah, definitely Brilvar. I just realized that one downside of putting Sylvie where she is you can't worship her.
Yep, I realized that, and that's why I was looking at the Humpigans.
Okay. But, like,
One hump begins. Wow.
Oh, boy.
I think I start with a worship here, right?
yeah, I mean, I think you might as well.
Yep. Shapeshift
There's-
Frail.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that says something. They probably have a sacrifice.
Yep,
Um,
And there's nothing we
I
can
don't-
do about that.
indeed.
I don't think you want to flip, right?
No flip.
Move.
Move is fine. Yep, into the center. And lead.
And then lead. And that's right.
It's either
Or-
that or from deck. I could see going from deck, but I'm fine with whatever you want to
I'll go from hand and probably regret it.
do.
Regret nothing!
I just remember there was a time previously we went from deck and then later had to like scramble to get like a good lead in there. So I'd rather
yeah,
just get it in there
yeah,
now.
yeah. And then we're gonna regret it the other way this time, where like Brilvar's
Exactly.
gonna die or something.
Of course.
Granted, I think Brilvar is hard to kill here, but
You
There
may be
was a case.
surprised.
There was a case for this as well.
well, yeah, that's.
Yeah.
But on the other
Okay.
hand,
Yep.
Okay, so Brilvar
So-
is not shapeshifted, so he can still get that and recover. So I'm not.
I think if we go into Dome here, we die.
Yes, I agree with you.
I think they can do. I think they can do 11 damage to Nelliclin with the Frail right now.
Mm-hmm. So
I feel like
uh-huh.
Nelliclin shouldn't go in the Dome, and that wins them the Dome, and that's sad.
Right.
But I mean, this is what this was going to be because we have terrible victory conditions for
Right.
fighting blue.
Well, I mean, there's the other thing too of if we contest both lanes, we give them the dome. Sure, they can, counter push, but card draw is in our favor.
True.
Yeah, and
The
as
only
you
problem
said,
is there's nowhere where we can go as Nalaklan.
right.
Like, so if we go here into these bushes, then Ekrit can push us out.
Correct.
And that's bad.
Correct. If we go out in the
So
open,
but if we go somewhere like here,
Freyhail
can
just
come
runs in and starts
skirmish,
blowing us
attack,
up.
and still do the 13 odd damage.
Right.
But she doesn't kill. And not killing is big.
Correct.
The alternative.
So.
The alternative is to perhaps just have your Freyhail go into the dome for now and have Nalaklan sit around for a bit.
Okay. Do we want to force a lead just so that they have to send more people in, or?
Well, if we can get away with.
Because I mean, like.
So I think if either Shillavi or Ekrit. So yeah, I think we have a chance to keep Nalaklan alive so long as he doesn't go very next. Because if he doesn't go very next, then either Shillavi or Ekrit have to go next, which means that then the damage output it means that Shillavi's not getting hit. We can also do something pretty cheeky here.
I'm all for cheeky plays.
But
Of course you are.
there might be a better way. So we can put Freyhail either here or here and create a wall.
Right.
And that wall will make it so that not only can Ekrit... If we go here, for example, Ekrit can't do her thing this way.
Correct. She would have to do it in lane 1.
Right. And that does give Nalaklan a spot here to hide behind if they don't try and push the Freyhail. Because here, he's very safe.
Is he though? Because Shillavi can still move, skirmish, and then attack him.
Okay, I was assuming that Ekrit would be here doing her thing.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, right.
But I guess Ekrit could be here doing her thing.
Right.
But that, I mean, if she does that, then, I mean, if Ekrit does her thing, then we're safe to put Nalaklan like here.
Also, that's true. Fair.
So I think the Freyhail here to cause a wall to block is probably the best play.
Okay, so move, lead, worship. Is that the plan? Because attacking seems.
Yeah, I mean, it's either worship or attack.
Yeah, I feel like getting the piercing.
The only problem, of course, is that Brilvar can taunt, but oh well, I think we just have to live
Well,
with that.
Brilvar's not shapeshifted right now, so that'll be someone else's worship.
Yeah,
option.
he will get shapeshifted,
True.
but I think we just have to live with that.
Okay.
You know, and yeah, let's not attack, let's not give them the extra value, so yeah, let's do that lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to go with Freyhail then. And we are going to start off by declaring a move.
Okay.
Alright, we're going to go up here. We are going to declare a lead.
Yep.
And I think this one?
I mean, either of them work, but yeah, that one's fine.
Alright. Oops. As I zoom out too.
We have 2 3s in our hand, guys.
Or do we? And
wink,
then...
Wink, wink.
No, they're
Nudge.
2 zeros.
I mean, they could be. And then we will declare a worship. So we will
worship's fine.
exhaust Freyhail and...
Who are you shapeshifting?
I don't know.
We're gonna shapeshift Freyhail.
Alright. It's Freyhail's turn.
Are we supposed to go with Freyhail here?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what? Why the hell is this popping up?
Oh yeah, that was a good point. Actually, thinking about it, they couldn't do 39 initials because Shillavi's all the way over there. They don't get their revenge procs for free.
True.
So the question here on do we? We're definitely going Frail. Do we just pop a minion or do we eat in on Frail?
There is a case to go with Shillavi instead of Frail. but I don't think. I think we want to go Frail. Yeah, let's go with Frail.
Yeah, I think the main things I see us doing are either popping a minion or beating it on Frail. It's like it feels kind of bad to pop the minion when it's like we already used Rilvar's worship to shapeshift Frail. Like I kind of want to get the value off of the, but this is what happens when we place Shilvi too far away.
Yeah. Well, I think it was more that we had an extra action and we didn't want to have Rilvar shapeshift.
Yeah, no, it's just like if we place Shilvi closer, which I think might have. Well, I mean, I guess it's awkward then because
the more I think about it, I feel like maybe this would have been the correct spot. But yeah.
that's what I'm saying. If Shilvi were closer, then we could have shapeshifted Shilvi, and that would have been more valuable. Although maybe it would have been better just to swap Ekrid and Brilvar, and then Brilvar could shapeshift Shilvi, and Shilvi could potentially get the value off of it. But
I mean, that would have been a mistake. But yeah, problem is Shilvi goes here, attacks 2 things, he can't get into the dome.
Oh yeah. But
right, but in this
would give us
we have the option to go 1 and then in, or to do this.
Yeah, he could move attack skirmish instead of.
That's why you take time
You don't
glitch.
care about being. At that point, you don't care about being worshipped.
Yeah, I think realistically, we just don't care that much if people are worshipped right now, for the most part. But I want to kill the minion, and Ekrit's not killing minions over there in all likelihood, unless you like just walk her over to that side of the map. But
speed.
Yeah, I mean,
if we go into the,
I'm trying to figure out if it's more valuable to get damage on Frail or to kill a minion.
Yeah, exactly. Killing a minion gives us a better shot of perhaps winning that lane, or at least, I guess maybe, if we don't do it, Nilakhlin could easily go off, pick off a minion, and then leave us in an awkward spot over there. This is why I'm definitely considering that it might be better just to nab the minion now, right?
Yeah, I think getting the minion makes Nilaklin's turn a little bit more awkward.
Yeah, so okay, we're gonna move.
Okay, move is fine.
Actually, wait, do we...
Oh.
I think move is fine.
Wait, well, where do we want Frail to end up? Because if we skirmish first, we could end up, like, here.
Oh,
if we wanted. We have more options, potentially.
Go skirmish, yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, I think we have more options if we skirmish first. So skirmish, no target.
Okay.
We're going to attack the minion.
Sure. Dead minion. Okay.
And then we're going to move.
So Pythoner has the sinkholes. Good to know.
And now the question is, where does she want to end up?
I kind of like this spot.
Let's see. Yeah. It's either here.
Because it's closer to Shilvi. Even though it's still not within 3 at this point, it makes it easier, depending on what we do later, to kind of be within 3.
The advantage of here is that it's adjacent to Frail, obviously.
So, what going here allows is for Shilvi to go here, attack a minion, and lead, and still be within 3 of Frail.
Yeah. No, I think that makes sense. Because Frail is obviously not going to be shapeshifted now anyway. So, for the moment at least. So I think that's what we'll do.
Huh.
Yeah, so this was really bad for us. I didn't consider this. Like, if I had thought about the fact that Shilvi was a million miles away, then we probably would have done that. Then again, they could have brought Shilvi into the dome later first instead. Nilakhlin can't both defend the lane and give us a worship.
Yes, he can.
Not being in the dome.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So we have to either abandon the dome plan.
Well, here's the thing. What if you worship, skirmished, and then attacked the minion? Because then Ekrit can't both wipe out lane 1 and blast Neliclin out of line of sight.
What?
Like if
what I'm saying is we can't both defend this lane and being the dome and have worship.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
Can't do all three.
Correct. That is true.
And that was the point I was making with why this just makes it more awkward for Neliclin.
So
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Like right now, it's looking like the dome might be a draw. What could they get out of it if they? Yeah, I mean, it's looking like the dome might be a draw, and that might be bad for us.
Yeah. So Skytear Master is a thing.
Yes.
So
it's the easiest way to win one of these long, prolonged engagements is Skytear Master. That's
Right.
why I hate Skytear Master against blue. It's a blue victory condition. But it's a frail victory condition. The alternative is, can we afford to not worship with the pillars? And the answer is yes. But it's not great.
Right. It's not great, but I mean, the alternative, I think, is that we would end up sacking either the lane or the dome, and I don't think we want to do either of those. So
Can we afford to hit the lane instead? Can we afford to not? So the question is Shillavy going to have a touch? Probably not. They probably... Then again, there's a sinkhole there. I was going to say they probably have a lot of my modifiers. That sinkhole's a 0.
Right, that's in Pythoner's deck, though. Ryan's the one... Oh, yeah, which is the one who's controlling Shillavy.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
saying,
that's a good
what are the
point.
likelihood he's actually got a touch of Leviathan in there? And I was
Right.
like, very low. Then I'm like, wait, they have a sinkhole in there. And sinkhole I'd have expected on this side.
Right.
Yeah, kind of like how there's a hunt begins on this side.
Yeah.
True.
In fact, you've only seen +0s get flipped.
That is accurate, actually. That's
On
actually
either
very true.
side.
That's actually very true.
Look, I know what that deck's trying to do. I don't know what this deck's trying to do.
Right.
The answer is most probably just fill in the gaps of this deck. But,
Well, so if we were to
That's
go...
weird. He knows what this deck is trying to do. That makes one of us.
So if we go over there, like if we end up putting Neliclin here, then Neliclin is safe from Shillavy, and it would mean that Ekrit wouldn't be able to wind blast the lane over here, or wind barrier the lane.
what? Why?
Because if it's like if Ekrit wants to kick us out of the dome, she would have to go like down this
Right.
line, which means we would be safe over here. And if she kicks us out of the dome, we would still be within range of lane number 2. So like I feel like if Neliclin ends up there, then he's safe. From both of them. Like Shillavy can't get to him with...
So the issue I have with that is that it gives them the choice of whether they want the dome or not.
True.
I'd rather not give them choices. I'd rather just force them to have it.
Okay, that's also fair.
Move attack skirmish, move skirmish. Yeah, so the problem I can see is that we might end up in a situation where we could draw the dome, but we'd have no pillars placed for the next round. And like a draw everywhere is probably just good for them.
I would agree with that, yeah.
The alternative is that we could, start thinking of maybe slightly abandoning this, have Neliclin be in the lane and like push it, give up the dome and try for something, but we don't have victory conditions for it.
Right. The other thing, too, is, though, if we let them have the dome, that does bring the Lord onto the field, which means then that we can consider playing for hunting for power.
Yeah. Worship. Gosh. Now, one other alternative, of course, is that we could just put the pressure on the lanes and be like, hey, if there's ever a time where we're drawing or winning the dome, you need to make sure you've pushed those lanes up.
Right.
Because if you only push it up by 1, we can still have the Lord of the Ancestor push it back.
True.
That might be worth it. We also get more card draw.
We do. That is also fair.
And if they keep Shilvi out of the dome in order to take this lane, then we can still draw the dome and then do one lane.
It's true.
Even though this is lane 1.
Right. Well, here's the other thing. What if we just have Yami go right now? She kills off one of the minions and then sets up so that she could nail the other one with a taxi later.
I like it. You know what? I like it even better. Well, you know what I like even better? This isn't something I've ever considered with the taxi before.
Oh no. I'm listening. Oh no.
We could have Yami kill both minions and then have the taxi decide if it wants to put her in the dome or not.
True. We could do that. Is that what we want to do?
Because what we could do is we could have Yami move here, attack a minion, skirmish, end up here, and then have like a pillar here from Nelflin, and then Ixos can move up, worship, and put us both here. For later. That could be pretty effective. Rather than relying on Yami to this hex and then worship the Ekrit.
Right.
I like it. Let's have Yami kill some minions.
Cool.
I like it.
Alright, Yami is going to activate. So Yami is going to declare a move.
Okay.
We always assume RG doesn't have ideas.
See, I come up with some ideas, maybe once a game, but it happens.
Now we'll see if it fails horribly.
True. Also fair. Wow, thanks. All right, we're going to attack the minion.
No, it was completely I completely scuppered this early part by deciding that Nellicon needed to be on this right hand side.
You hate to see it.
If it wasn't that, this would be so much easier.
All right, and then we're going to declare a skirmish.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to move up, stomp on the minion.
I was questioning why you were saying you need to have Frail.
Jesus, are you kidding me?
You love to see it.
You hate to see it. No.
That was the reason why you would use Yami later, because she's supposed to just walk up and kill a Frail instantly with threes, apparently.
That feels bad.
Yeah, so I was questioning why you were saying Frail needed to be on this side. I was thinking you put Nellicon here and then have Frail over on this side somewhere.
Yeah.
Also, I like that idea, although I feel like maybe instead of going over the second minion, a lead would have made sense there. Not looking at the card you flipped at all, of course. Because then if you are going to bring Yami in with the taxi, then you could still get the other minion then later. Or Ixotos could just attack it if you're staying out there. So I felt like just killing one minion and leading one might have made sense.
Maybe.
You make a good point.
Obviously, I don't know what you have.
You make a good point. A lead from deck might have been wise. It's just, yeah.
Do we go with Ekrit here?
I was actually thinking Shilloby.
Yeah, a lead from deck would have made sense there, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of like Ekrit here, but I can see the case for not Ekrit, I suppose. If we do Shillovi, what are you thinking? What do we think we do with Shillovi?
Couple ideas I had. One was, move here, attack and lead, or move here, lead, and worship to Shapeshift Frail.
Those are both reasonable.
I like putting Shillovi in the lane and leading, because it forces them to commit more to the lane if they want to win it.
Yeah, that's true. It makes it more awkward if we want to.
Actually, if you don't even need to move here, you can move like here and lead.
And
Move, lead, and then worship.
Move, lead, worship.
Yeah.
Make them wonder if we have time glitch. Can see that. I also like the idea of not giving them the opportunity to win or tie the dome like that, though. Right. I can definitely see the case, though. We made.
I mean, there's also this here.
Well, I mean, I know, but. Oh, and actually, if we do things that way, then depending on that could be awkward for them anyway. Yeah, no, I don't disagree with your assessment. So we can move or activate Shilvy.
Oh, okay, Shilvy's activating.
Yep, gonna move.
Moves fine.
Going to. This is a lead from deck here, or from hand.
You could go either way, but I'm kind of tempted to go hand, but I could definitely see deck.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like hand, I think. And then worship. Shapeshift.
Rovar, maybe, actually?
Well, I mean, at this point, we won't have any more shapeshifts left from heroes. So it's not unreasonable. I mean, not like Ishitosk would be doing that much damage. Anyway.
Joke's on you. We got Granite Skins and Shield Slams ready to lock and load.
Mm-hmm.
Nelliglin could still deal some damage.
Yes,
although
and Shapeshifting Rovar doesn't do anything.
Nelliglin is trying to do a lot this round, I think.
Yeah, but also Shapeshifting doesn't do anything about Nelliglin anyway, so it would just be about Ishitosk anyway. And Frail being shapeshifted.
No, Brovar being shapeshifted allows Brovar to revenge.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's probably better than threatening the little bit of damage from cards with Frail, I think. Yeah, no, let's do that. I assume you're not?
No, I'm not yet.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that's why the lead from deck would have made sense.
Well, actually, technically, it's if you want to flip for the heal, because you're the one who's doing the healing.
Okay, well, I don't want to flip, so...
Okay.
Makes sense.
So, if Yami was leading from deck here, we could do something really evil.
True.
And we could have had Ixatosk move Skirmish and then Worship, and then just block the whole thing.
That is accurate.
Did you just say that's accurate?
No. God, I hate you. Okay, so we've got both of your peeps left. Let's see.
So they're giving us the ability to take the dome in exchange for losing both lanes now.
Right. Because Ekrit is going to come in. Wind Blast. So they shapeshifted Brovar. Okay.
Um.
Oh.
I think we just go with this with the Nalcon plan from before.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Okay. I agree. Let's do it. Let him have it.
Do we want Nalcon? The question is, do we want Nalcon in the dome or in the lane?
Right, that's a good point. So Ekrid is going to end up in the dome, wind blasting our poor minions.
Standard effort stuff.
Yeah.
If we go for the Nalcon in the dome, we can win the dome at the cost of both lanes. We end up with 3 minions against 3 minions here. And then we end up 4 minions against 2 minions here.
Right.
But we win the first guy to him.
Right, and that releases a lot of pressure, which I think is overall better for us.
Of course, right now we have a card advantage. They have led an extra time than us.
True.
We could, if we take both lanes, lose the dome. We
keep that.
But actually thinking about it, it would be a tied dome.
Right.
We could make this a tied dome.
We could. That's true.
We could make this a one. We could win 1 lane apiece, tie the dome.
True.
Which does release some pressure.
It does, because that means they don't get the Sky Tear Master token. It also keeps the outsider off the board, which means they can't spike it with Freyhill next turn.
It's interesting. I think any decision we make, they can deal with.
That is a problem.
So I think we have a play here, though. But only because of the way things are, but it requires Nalcon to get next to Brilfar, and I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, that's...
We could have so we could do exactly what I was suggesting before, but Nalcon move
Right.
and worship here, and then Ekrit can't do her things. Wait, because she can get here, but then she has to move.
Correct, it's within
Can't get
3.
the illusion here.
It is within 3.
And illusions can't go on top of pillars, right?
Correct.
Correct.
You cannot place it on top of a hex that has an existing token or
So
miniature.
we could negate
The wind barrier.
the Ekrit ability this round.
We could, actually.
But that leaves Nalcon
Wide
in the center
open!
of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
All of that.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing, though. Ekrid has to go first, right?
Yeah.
So what we can do, and it kind of feels bad, but we could use the Ixotosk worship to then reposition him so he's not in the middle of all that.
Yeah, but then we draw the dome again.
That's true.
We draw the dome, lose the lane, and lose the lane.
That's also true.
Because we didn't lead it together.
Correct.
So that seems worse.
That's true. Hey, I had one good idea. You can't count on me for much more than that.
Alright. Reasonable, reasonable, reasonable. think I'm okay with the idea of winning the dome at the cost of the lanes
Okay.
for the Sky Tier Master.
All right. Let's march in.
I just think Nelkin has a really high chance of death. So I think we start with the worship.
Okay.
Place the pillar here. Then we'll move.
Okay.
As far away from them as we can, but it's still too close because we're a fucking dome. And then I think I just attack rail.
Sure.
So I'll attack rail.
That's fine, right, Ryan?
Yeah, that's fine. I think.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. That's...
0.
Okay. 3 damage to Frail.
3 to Frail.
Puts her to 13.
That's McLaughlin.
Okay, so what does Egret do here?
I just gave you all the options.
I could go here, worship, and attack like this.
Yeah, that's an option.
That's what I was supposed to lead from deck. Yeah. Good.
Could go in, attack the pillar.
Yeah, I was gonna say attacking the pillar also seems reasonable.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked by that pillar placement, actually. I thought it would be in the bush.
I mean, honestly, even if it's outside of the dome, Ekrit can still... I mean, she has to spend more actions to get it, right? She has to worship, but she can still get it.
Another idea. Worship, attack, and then move here.
Worship, attack what?
Attack like this.
Yeah, like
and then
that.
move here. It's a bit weird.
A bit weird. I don't know that that's worth it. Yeah, attacking the pillar is probably the best if they don't have dreams or barricade, right? But if they do have dreams or barricade, then attacking the pillar is probably pretty bad, or at least not that great.
I don't think we mind barricade. Actually, I don't know if we mind dreams either.
Actually, no. I guess maybe you're right. Maybe we're fine with that. In which case, do we just attack the pillar here?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's probably really reasonable.
So I move, I attack a pillar, and I worship. Right? Where do I want my illusion to end up?
Yeah, that's a good question. And the answer is, what do we think is going to happen in the lane? And the answer is probably...
Almost tempted to just, like, put it on this line.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's a pretty reasonable thing to do, I think. Like, I don't think anywhere else is necessarily that much better. I could see putting it inside the dome rather than outside.
I think it's one of these 3 spots.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's... I would kind of be tempted to go there, but I could see the argument to go
that works.
there.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the one issue with here is if this does get pushed forward a bit, there's no real way to line it up. If we go here or here, we can.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I mean, it's just... yeah, I guess... Well, yeah, it depends on exactly... Yeah, no, I guess there's also... Well, But again, then there's advantages of that there. You could I think anywhere is fine. It's going to be hard to actually predict what's really going to happen exactly here. So you can pick whichever you think makes the most sense. I think I'm fine with any of them.
Okay,
But
I'm gonna start with move.
Yeah.
Move's fine.
Go ahead.
I'll worship.
Yeah.
Worship's fine.
Go there, and then declare an attack on the pillar.
Go ahead.
Where
thing
is
we
the
went.
pillar armor?
Good thing we didn't go for damage on a hero here. That would have been pitiful.
So yeah, I'm an idiot, and this was a terrible plan that we had.
Well, now we just have to
We
pivot.
can only win. We can only win one of these three things now.
Correct.
We can draw and lose two things because we didn't lead with Yami.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, Yami still would have to have X-taxied, so it wasn't too bad.
Mm-hmm. Well, if we draw in the dome,
Draw in the dome, lose both lanes.
yeah. Yeah. Mm,
Or win one of these two lanes.
right.
Yeah, Nalcon should have definitely stayed outside the dome.
Mm-hmm.
We should have given up the dome.
Hmm. I feel
Yeah, the reason why I placed the pillar there is because I wanted Ixtos there, and as they brightly pointed out, it could have
Yes.
killed the pillar if I placed it there anyway.
yeah.
Yep.
I feel like we need lane 1 to win. Otherwise, they're just setting up for a much easier win barrier with Ekrit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we win lane 1, that at least forces her to reposition.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just let him summon the outsider, and then we turn this into a hunting for power game.
Maybe that's what we have to do.
Yep.
I am quite rightly scared of them getting 5 minions here, but
Yeah.
or 1, but yeah. I'm sorry, why is first turn supposed to have a disadvantage? Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, there's a reason that, like, I think both Ryan and I basically choose to go first, like, period.
Yeah.
There's, like,
The,
very rare
Oh, yeah.
cases.
Yeah, if we'd gone with Akla here, this would have been a lot simpler. We wouldn't have had pillar problems.
Yeah.
And we're going for a long game with Frail. So, I mean, yeah, I think lane 1 is probably better to take than lane... Well, lane 2 is nice to kill, just to kill minions.
Mm-hmm.
It's close to the Nelk and Frail, like, we could
Mhm.
go one side, our side.
Mm-hmm.
But then we will lose races if
Right.
they happen.
Yeah.
But Yami being here is she's fantastic on defense
Yeah.
on her own.
So we could have the Ixotosk move, attack the thing, and then lead, or move, worship, and then
Worship
lead.
would definitely do
yeah.
better than attacking.
Get the token out.
Yeah, the alternative is that we just go here and kill minions,
Right. Yeah. Move, skirmish,
and
lead.
but then we let our own minions die.
Right. And they're going to respawn basically right in position for the Ekrit illusion.
Yeah.
what the odds are that Ryan's bluffing, or that Pythoner's bluffing, and that's not a 3 on Shillovy. Wonder what the odds are that that's a 2, and that would mean we would tie lane 1.
I would have thought there might have been the chance for it, except that the accurate illusion's here, so no.
Unless that's a bluff.
Just
2
layers to the bluff.
I mean, like, because to be fair, like, Ecker could move here and go that way if we think we're going to lose lane potentially.
Worth
Or
noting
it's very possible that he led with a 2, and then I forgot about it when I placed my illusion, because we both know I would never make
see,
that.
the problem is that's unlikely because he would have yelled at you. So that's why I don't think that one. Go ahead.
It's worth noting that Ixotosk over here means that there's like no one except us that have easy access to this. But
true.
I think we just lose domes before that happens.
Yeah.
I think we just gotta go here, put a pillar up, and yeah.
Call it a day. Alright. Let's do that.
As much as I like to do otherwise. Well, maybe here's better. Oops, sorry. Maybe here's better.
Is it?
So what I worry about is if we go here, then the accurate shoots. She pushes Yami this way and Ixos this way.
Ah, good point. Good point.
So like here is probably the best spot.
Right.
So that Yami doesn't get pushed away from the Ixtosk.
Right.
I think that ended up being a pretty good spot with the illusion.
But then again, if she's shooting this way, she's not hitting minions of ours.
Right.
Yeah, just making things complicated, which is good.
I'm too tired to think.
RG, you have to come up with another idea, I think.
I'm working on it.
All right, I think we just move him over, and then yeah,
Okay.
just move him like here, and then go. We're gonna move.
Yep.
We're gonna worship.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you want this pillar?
Don't we want it right there in the cover hex? I mean, you're the only one that can
We
use
might
it.
want it like here.
Oh, that's true. And we could put it up there, yeah.
Here or here, one of these 2 spots, I think.
Maybe put it outside.
Probably here. It's hardest to kill.
Right, because only Shillovy has access to it right off the
But
bat.
then here means that, you know, we could always move into the dome more if there's an accurate that hasn't gone or something.
True.
Here's fine.
Okay.
And then I'll leave.
Do we want to respond to lead?
Is that really worth doing, though?
Probably not.
What are the chances? And then, like, even then, what do we get? We don't get that much out of it, right?
Yeah, but do I still want to do something?
Well,
I'm kind of tempted to here.
with this thing, even
Yeah.
still?
The one advantage
Yeah.
I guess we had in this side was that we would have that Shillovy being stuck here, like they would have definitely Shillovy's
Yeah, I mean,
much
I think-
better than it was when it spawned.
I think it's pretty reasonable to do that. I think if you want, I'm fine with that.
Accurate, I guess. Casting espionage.
Was this in response to the lead, or was this just the end of the round?
End of round.
Okay.
Yours or mine?
Right, you can choose.
Yep.
Yes, there are 4
There are
options here.
4 options, aren't there?
I think it's yours or mine.
Well, obviously. So you've got. I mean, I feel like it's probably you, right? Based on.
And you're the combo deck. Kirito's the combo deck, so.
I think it's probably you, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, the case for you is frail and hunting for power. The case for me is I have 1 card in hand.
Yeah, no, I think it's you.
Okay. I don't think that's a card we need.
I don't think that's a card we need.
And I'll leave the other one on top.
You never know. They might have just made their deck very poorly, RG, and we'll win off that. Like, why the fuck do they have whispers in there? You know.
I mean, that's about as likely.
Come
I'm
on,
curious.
Gathering Storm, Whisper of Nupton, and Espionage.
You literally have not seen a modifier greater than 0 yet out of our discard. Okay, you've seen us cast Espionage.
I was gonna say Espionage is worth 1 there, so.
Yeah, but we've got a -1 in the bin, so.
True.
Average modifier 0.
Oh, God.
On board, yeah. Okay.
All right, you guys have anything?
That's it in a round, I assume.
I think end round
You guys have
resolves.
something?
Nope,
End
we're
of the
good.
round.
All right, let's do math. Show me Shillavy. I swear to God, if it's a 2, I'm gonna kill
We
someone.
got a 3. We got a 3.
Okay.
You got a 3-2. Okay.
Nice.
So we push this up by 3.
Holga's.
So,
Yep.
was correct to go from hand there, even though
I think right there.
the result would have been he went from deck. They could have tried to tie the lane. And
Yeah.
They tried to tie the lane.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree now. It was hard. It was really hard to see what was going to happen.
Yeah, I think back there, because that forces Shillavy to go farther back.
And further from you.
Yeah, obviously.
All right. So who's taking the card? You or me?
Good question.
Let's see. What do you have? Okay.
Let's look at the decks. I think the answer is probably you.
Yeah, based on what I can draw and what I have drawn, I feel like I might be able to offer something a little bit better.
Okay, go ahead.
Cool. All right, draw 1.
Okay. Well, in this win by 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
lane
yeah,
2.
in
You
the
guys
middle.
won by 1.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you were
2.
the one in lane 2. Yep.
Here.
I don't know how much it matters, but sure.
And
Yep.
do you want the card or should I get it?
I mean, you predicted a card to top, so I assume that's one you want to take, right?
He's gonna get one at the end of the round.
I'm gonna draw it anyway.
Well, yeah, but we just you might as well take it now before just in case.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'd probably be the one activating the outsider anyway, but like, it probably doesn't really matter. But yeah, okay. And then in the dome, I'm going to go ahead and assume we've got some 3s here.
Fair assumption.
You indeed had a 3.
Hey, look,
so
ice
we'll-
wall.
Okay.
We'll go ahead.
So you guys
and
get that by
win.
1.
Get that by 1. Which side do we want? Lord spawning
Kirito's
on.
claiming the victory of that one.
I kind of like spawning it right here.
Specifically there.
Then we can kill a pillar.
Yeah, that's reasonable. That means we don't get to kill a minion.
You killing a pillar.
Yeah.
That's evil.
But
Yeah.
killing a pillar is. I mean, I guess yeah, we can. I think
I
that's
guess
fine.
she'll both in fine positions for killing minions.
Yeah, no, I think we're okay on kill. Yeah, we're probably okay on killing minions. It's not
more
like there's a
importantly-
breach anyway.
The outsider, who's drawing the card?
I guess I should have thought a little bit harder on where the pillar should be placed.
I feel like maybe I draw this card, but
Okay.
I mean,
That worked
I
for
could-
me.
okay,
Yeah, that works.
yeah, and then
I'm
We're gonna
assuming
attack
we
the-
just attack a
pillar.
pillar. Yeah, attack a pillar.
I'll
Spawn a
flip
minion.
for the pillar. Oof, would be nice to draw.
Okay.
Spawn a minion
Spawn a minion, definitely.
here.
Probably
Not there.
What?
Not there because she'll.
Oh yeah, not there. Specifically, not there. So I think it's over on the right there. Yeah. And then what's the last one? Do we just push it back a hex? I don't know that matters.
I kind of like moving a minion over to lane 1.
Moving a minion. That still leaves us at +1 over there. I think that makes sense. Even up the minions over in this lane. I mean, granted, they've got more minion killing potential on this side, so I mean, I guess if we force them to actually use it, and it is awkward potentially for them anyway.
If we're gonna lose to Nexus, it'll be this side.
Yeah, and yeah, no, I agree. I think let's take a minion from over there. Which one do we take? That one, yeah. And it's just adjacent to another minion, right? Yeah, so we can put it in.
Correct.
Yeah, we can put it all the way back there.
Yeah.
Okay,
and then
so that's.
Everyone draws 1 card.
Yep. And we have to clean this up.
Nice.
Okay. What did you draw?
I like my hand.
Okay.
Yeah. Options. We have several options.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that they killed my pillar.
I mean, that's why we did it.
Wow. What bullying! Great quality community that we have here.
Let's see. What are we supposed to start with?
Not only where are we supposed to start, but what are we supposed to do? Like, we have so many. I don't even know what our plan here is.
Yeah, I have absolutely no clue either. Yeah, it's
Those were words.
I agree with him.
I mean they weren't, but you know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I really don't know.
What was the better choice?
I could definitely just it's like well, I could see going with Ekrit and doing obvious things with Ekrit, but then like having Ekrit for later is always so nice as a threat.
Right, exactly.
With Brilvar in the dome, it's like that's always really great to just have that option. So like
I'm just trying to figure out what we want to do with your hand.
Yeah, right? Like I don't know what we want to do with my hand. I mean, technically, we could do. We could go for. I mean, because I don't think we do that at this point. That would be.
I think we go with one of your 2 heroes here.
Yeah.
And just end up having more heroes shapeshifted.
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense. It's just, what on earth are our heroes supposed to do? Right?
Kill things.
I feel like if we're... I mean,
whether the heroes are minions, I'm not sure, but kill things.
If we're going with my mind, I feel like it's probably Shillavi, but then Shillavi kind of wants to, like, shapeshift and kill minions. But I think we also want... it's tough. Right? It's like we don't want to... It's so hard It decides, like, yes, we're committing a hero out of the dome when Sky Tier Master is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when Lord of the Ancestors just says no to invasion.
True.
Oh god, this is the disadvantage of going first. We have no idea what we're supposed to do. I really don't think we want to go with Frail at this point.
Shillavy here.
Yeah, no, I think of my two heroes, it's probably Shillavy. I could honestly see going with Brilvar or Ekrit, but I kind of think we want to save those for later.
So I think we want to save Ekrit for the reasons you were saying before. We want to save Ekrit, and I would prefer not to go with Brilvar just because he's our one hero that's already shapeshifted, and I think it's good to have more heroes shapeshifted at this point.
Yeah, no, it's like I could see like trying to get more in terms of taunting, but
yeah, the thing with that was
awkward.
I go over
That's
here.
awkward.
I'm next to 2 heroes of piercing, and we don't have revenge.
Yeah, I know it's like it's awkward. It's like
And
I think
he's shapeshifted, so can't be healed from Freya. So yeah, I think we want to go.
Like that's pretty awkward. I do think we want to go Shillavy. It's just like, is she just supposed to shapeshift and smack some minions here?
Yeah. So I think you go Warship Skirmish Attack. 2 minutes.
Yeah, like I mean, skirmish or move, it doesn't really matter.
I kind of like skirmishing and hitting the outsider.
And I don't know that I like that, but well, I mean, no, I don't think that's worth it. I don't think that's worth it. Like, if we're going to be doing damage to the outsider, I'd rather it be more like likely that we're going to actually get something through if we're going to risk taking 2+ on the swing back, right? I don't think getting
but
like
then if
maybe
you
one
back,
is worth it. What?
But then if you take 2+ on the swing back, you get to revenge.
Which I think is, well, I just don't think that's at all worth it.
Do you really want to enter a DPS race on this like that?
No, not with those odds.
Let them make that mistake.
Um,
They can choose to end it at any time by not.
That's true.
So I actually think that's not terrible though.
I mean, it's maybe not terrible, and I can like sort of see the case for it of like whittling it down a little bit. I think is good for us. We need to be careful of doing it too much, obviously, but that's not as much a concern with skirmish and maybe a revenge. It's just I just don't know if it's worth having Shillavy potentially take that much damage. Right?
Yeah. All right, but either way,
we're going. Either way, Shillavy is going to worship.
Okay.
Or actually, hold on a sec. Hold on.
What?
So my big
Is
worry
there
right
a
now,
case- Is
What do you
there a
think
case to be?
I
Is there
can't
a
hear you
case to be
because
made
Ryan's
here
too
to
loud.
not- Is there a case to be made here to, and rather than shapeshifting and killing 2 minions, to have Frail shapeshifted for next round?
Well, and then also just heal Frail back up.
Yeah, just worship
Right.
and
Yeah,
Frail.
that's reasonable. I don't know how much we really need to kill 2 minions, especially I think our minions are fairly awkward for them to actually kill, especially if we put Shillavy there.
Yeah, you could shapeshift Frail, maybe even attack the outsider and draw a card, and then move into the dome, and just leave the lane.
Yeah, that's also definitely an option. I like the idea of drawing a card, to be honest. I always forget that's a thing that you get to do. That's definitely an option. Our minions are still at least somewhat awkward for them. I just would like to be. I'm just slightly wary of if we actually do 4++ to the outsider. That's like slightly. That's like slightly risky.
Yeah, I guess if you do that, No. I think we're okay with that, though, right?
No, I think we are.
Do you want
We
to start with
start-
that?
Yeah, start with attack on the outsider. I think that's the first thing we do, obviously, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Attack the outsider.
Okay.
Resolves.
You
Is,
were supposed to draw
draw
first.
a card first.
Oh,
Yeah, so that plus
Should I
3
just-
good. That plus 3
I
good.
get- I guess just do the damage.
I mean,
guess.
at this point, I think it makes more sense to just draw a card. It was random order, right?
Yeah,
At this
it
point,
was
we
Yeah,
know what
that's
those
fair.
cards are. So,
Yeah.
pity that it hit
I mean,
plus three
I don't
there.
know that I like that I flipped a +3 here.
I mean, you know you do get to choose. You don't have to take the higher value. You can
You
choose
don't
to do
have
4 damage.
You can take the 0.
I suppose that's true. In any case, I will draw the card, but not look at that until I decide. Well, no, I guess I draw that.
No,
You
You have
draw it
that
before you
I would,
attack,
yeah,
so
yeah.
You would know.
Yeah.
So now we
Dude,
get
I-
an action. Do we
I
want
think
to
I like
stab Shillavy,
healing-
or do
well,
we
we
want
need.
to?
How much damage are we doing first?
Oh yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I like the all of it, but that's just me.
You think you like dealing all of it?
Yeah.
That would put it from
13.
19 to 13. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm just always so scared of hunting for power.
So they might have Touch of Leviathan, to stop us for the thing. We've seen them flip one.
Yep. I think-
Uh,
Didn't Ryan have one too that he discarded?
no, he had Hunt Begins.
Oh, Hunt Begins. Okay.
So like, that's the only thing I don't know why this makes sense to them that they attack the outsider.
So we've seen. Let's see. Freyhill. I think they flipped Freyhill's ultimate plus they also have one out sacrifice. So the worst they could do is 2 sacrifices and a nourish, which is 11 damage plus any attack damage.
And they wouldn't be able to get the attack off. Oh yeah, they would. They
Yeah.
would. Yeah.
You move over, you attack, and you skirmish. So I feel like with that, do we just
They
hide the outsider?
Could kill it.
Yeah, it is potentially lethal. So I feel like we should hide the outsider.
They could do that regardless of where we put the outsider. Is kind of the awkward part.
Yes, but they would still have to move and skirmish.
We'd have to skirmish.
Yeah.
Well, that's still doable. Is the problem?
Mm. But on the off chance that they get
attacking-
bad flips, like that does then position the outsider for us to snipe it if they try to knock it down all at once.
Something we could do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's risky. I mean, we could just skirmish instead.
True.
Half and half it.
Yeah, that's
Just
true.
like
Yeah,
here.
still end up in a cover hex. Yeah, that would still force 2 actions to get it in line of sight. Is that what we want to do then? I mean,
Sure.
well, so I mean, Shillavy has 1 armor, so it's like.
No, he doesn't. He's not
No, she
shapeshifted.
doesn't.
Oh, she's not shapeshifted. I lied. Never mind. Oh, that's right. They shapeshifted.
That's why this doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
We haven't worshipped yet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So just skirmish her.
Yeah, I think you just skirmish him back out.
All right. Skirmish targeting Shillavy.
Sure.
Okay. So we'll flip.
2
2 damage. And we will hide in the bush. Okay.
Want to do the rest of your turn now?
Let's see. Do we just go ahead and worship Frail here?
Yeah.
Flip for the heal.
Okay. Puts her to
Shoot,
14.
Not quite
15.
to full. I think we just move. You were saying you think we might just move into the dome here. I think that makes sense, right?
There's a to be
Well, I mean-
made for staying in the lane?
There is. There's definitely a case to be made for staying in the lane. It is just slightly awkward either way.
I agree.
I mean, I almost kind of like just leading from deck here. Right.
I think that makes a lot of sense, except that I don't.
I mean, I
I
guess.
don't think that's a good. I think the positioning of Shillavi is not great.
Yeah. So you think we
Also,
just move
also,
either way?
I don't think you need to lead.
Yeah, no, that's probably true. Do you think so? You think we move either way then? Probably.
Yeah, the question is if you want
Yes.
to go into the dome or like over here.
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to stay out in the lane. To be honest.
Okay, that makes sense to me. I think I like that spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's Shillavi.
Okay. All right, so they now have line of sight of the outsider, which means they can target with the skirmish.
Yeah. That'd be weird though.
I
It
mean,
means they wouldn't be doing the attack; they'd just be doing the 8+.
so here's the thing: they also have the flux, which means they could just, they could ramp in hatred.
My biggest worry in this game is the fact that they have the flux still, and like
Correct.
blue has so much red, so much stuff
Yes.
in both green and.
Yes.
So the thing is, the way I see it, if we at the simplest level, if we just put a hero here, they can't kill the outsider.
True.
At the simplest level. But the problem is if we put Yami here, and then this minion dies, they do have a path.
Right. So what we would have to do then is kill the one on the control the control hex, because then ours would
Right.
still prevent that.
But see now, you see the thing about that is then Yami isn't killing 2 minions
True.
because Yami can't. Oh no,
Right.
actually
Well-
she can move to here. Yeah, she can't move to here and then skirmish here and kill 2.
Right.
So like, we could leave this open for a turn. Do we die if we leave this open for a turn? I mean, we might be safe. Like, if they go in for the rampant hatred, they would need another hero in there.
Right.
Did you say something, Archie?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Okay, because you said I and then you stopped.
Oh, sorry. No.
Okay. Because I have what I want. I know what I want to do in this game. but
Right. I'm wondering.
obviously-
I'm wondering if we don't activate Freyhill here.
No, we don't.
Okay.
We do not activate Freyhole here.
Okay.
It would mesh with my plan.
What accent was that?
Mesh with my plan.
You sound like a British guy attempting to be an American guy who's attempting to be a British guy.
What?
So, what if we send Nelliclin over into that lane so we can get like a pillar down and start clogging the area?
No, I don't like that plan. I think I know what I want to
The pillar's
do.
gonna die again.
I mean, if the pillar's dying, then something else isn't.
I think I know what I want to do.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want to do.
I'll tell you what I
I
want.
really want just an easy win.
I mean, yes. Unfortunately, we have to play these two.
Oh, thank you.
I think what I want to do is I want to activate Ixtos, move up here, attack a minion.
Cool. Let's do it.
That leaves Yami able to do Yami shenanigans.
Correct.
Ixtos is kind of useless with that pillar.
Yeah. All right. The underground, tunnel claw, dig dig, chop chop.
The only thing I could consider with that, my current plan, do I even attack the minion? That's a good point. I might not even attack the minion. I mean, then if they occupy this hex, that gets awkward. But then they've not got heroes in the dome, and then if we win the dome, that's good.
Yeah, because then we can just send the Lord far away.
I want to lead. Is the problem? I want to lead right now.
So if you move worship and then lead,
yeah,
that seems reasonable.
Because the thing is, I think we need a lead in here so that Yami can move around freely.
Right. Yeah. And I think we need to keep the pressure on lane 1.
I mean, right now it's 4-4. They're gonna make it 2-4.
Right.
Because they're just gonna kill these.
Right.
The accurate illusion was terribly placed. Should have stayed exactly where. Should have stayed perfectly positioned to kill the minions.
Yeah.
Just want to do that because you guys are talking about how great the thing was, and you know, if they don't occupy this hex specifically, Yami can always move, skirmish, and kill some minions.
Right.
That's the worst.
Okay. Let's do that then.
So we're gonna go with Ixtos.
Execute plan, whatever we're on. G.
Yeah.
H.
I'm gonna worship.
Okay.
Q.
And we are gonna place the pillar here, I think.
It's hard to kill there.
Come get it, bitch. And we're gonna move.
Yep.
Okay.
And then finally,
Let
we
them have
are
it.
going to lead from hand.
Exciting stuff.
So we go with Frail here, right?
There's a case for Brovar.
I mean, do we not just go with Frail?
So this is the reason why I'm thinking Brovar.
But like this, right?
Yeah, I'm just.
I mean, and plus this, like I think.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
okay.
It's just there. It's just.
I think it's better
it's
now
simple.
than later, right?
Now and Later's is a great candy.
I don't see how later is better, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I think both of them the options make sense. I guess
I'm a
I
advocate
guess go
for
Frail. All right, go Frail.
She's
If
gonna
we lose,
move.
it's your fault.
I think we respond to this.
I do too.
How do we want to respond to this?
That's a good question because there's a case for both responses.
I think we go with this one.
Yes, I do too.
Okay, then we're in agreement.
All right. Freyhill is going to respond with a snowblind.
Frail is going to respond with a snowblind.
I think I have a response to that, right?
You do.
Oh no.
What is this?
Brovar's gonna cast a slide targeting Frail.
That works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well,
All right.
Brovar gets disarm.
Any other responses?
Nope.
To here. We're going to attack Lord of the
All right,
Ancestors.
that's game over.
Draw first. Draw first.
Yeah, I'm going to remember to draw the card. And then flip for 2+.
Yep.
Oof.
That's game over.
That's 5. Puts it to 8.
That is game over, because that's exactly all they need.
Yep, because here comes sacrifices 1 and 2.
I guess technically you do put a trigger on the stack, but
We
I
do.
can.
Trigger is on the stack, we're going to move.
Yep. So we're gonna
Play
sacrifice.
Yeah, just play them both, dude. We can't stop you.
Yep. So, ironically, this would have been the correct call.
No, that's not how that works.
No?
You play Charm, they move, they worship themselves, and then attack.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's fair.
we
it
didn't
wouldn't
need
matter anyways.
the third action, so.
We had absolutely no response
You-
to the Lord of the Ancestors
Yeah, you
play.
needed. It was
They hit,
unfortunate.
they
You wanted
hit
to pass.
2+3s, we couldn't stop it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess since we flipped to +3, the it didn't matter because I had 8,
Yeah.
11. Even if you had disarm, we'd still be getting 3. 11. That's 14.
We had to hit you. You had to not hit a +3 on one of those 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So
Good game.
I had slide and presence, so we were having when we went into round 2. We were debating like, do we go hunting for power or Sky Terror Master?
Yeah. So the
Because
way
he had
we
all the heals and I had this.
So the way we win here, because we can win on this turn. But we need hunting for power not be a thing. So we need to basically tie this lane up so that there's at most a push of 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nalclin double presences in the dome, and then
Yeah.
Frail comes here, attacks a minion, and then leads for 3, and then that's win by invasion.
Yeah, so but the thing here though is slide plus aggro with Brovar in the center. Just I can get you out of the dome anywhere. As long as Nelik, I mean, if Neliklin goes last, there's nothing we can do about that. But if Neliklin goes any of the first 3 activations, slide plus aggro push will just get you out of the dome anywhere.
Neliklin would be last though, right?
He would.
Yeah, we would have put Neliklin
There's
last.
no reason to not do that.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
and then
no,
if hunting for power, I mean, so the other option we had too was we could bring, if we did hunting for power with that thing, we could have brought Shillavi in, and just kind of made a whole group here. So you have to have people on the edges, and then we can just kind of push your guys out with slide and Ekrit, and then also we have a one presence of our own too.
Yeah, no, we basically just had no chance in this game with how the victory conditions were.
So Ryan, I was going to say the reason that I was like Frail wants to go right away as opposed to later. Like I understand your point of like if Brilvar goes, then you can potentially have him out of the lane and have responses there. But my thought process was we really would like to have Frail be able to get to the cover hex and just make sure that there can't be say an exhaustion from Yami or anything like that, or like.
So my case was I didn't like if I wanted to be able to get Brovar here so I could slide Tosk away and they lose line of sight on
We did need Aklar after all because I was looking
Yeah.
through Frail's deck again and I'm like, wait a second, there's actually only 2 cards in Yami's deck that she can play.
Yeah.
Everything else is green, so she could play Soulstream and that was it. So everything was blue-green, so that's a bad play. We never brought Frail until this time, so we never really saw it before.
Yeah. I was thinking that whenever I was drawing, I'm like, I have all 4 rune colors, and there are no reds in my deck. Like Yami's not gonna play
But
anything.
The thing
until
was,
turn 3.
right? Like, we have 3 dreams, 2 stone barricades. We were hoping to find one.
Yeah,
and we didn't.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah.
On either of the games, and that was a bit unfortunate.
Of course.
We had the reason why RG started yelling. You probably noticed. You probably knew exactly what was in our hand from RG yelling round 1, because he threw away a charm and Soulscream and drew a charm and Soulscream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realized as soon as I was
I
like,
didn't
ah,
think of
should have held it, but oh well.
But yeah, and then I'm sitting here with double presence and a sudden distraction. I'm like, well, I guess I've just got to keep this for this really strong round 2.
Yeah.
Because that's what would happen. We would win by just overloading them with presences and bewitches
Yes.
and call the packs on round 2.
Yeah.
That's how we win the game.
Yeah, all of our bewitches were on Estrita, but we had the presences, slides, sinkholes. So where I was saying before though, even if you have Stone Barricade or Dreams, we're fine because by putting Ekrit here, even if you have a way to get them both in the dome, one of them will be on the edge, so I could slide one of them out.
Yeah,
Also,
well, if
positioning,
we had one of those, we could have drawn we could have drawn the dome round.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, the problem was we couldn't do pillar
if
generation.
it was Dreams,
We screwed up a little too much on round 1, and we couldn't draw the dome, which apparently was the most important thing because you drew all of your sacrifices. Well, enough of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if it was Stone Barricade, Ishtar's positioning would have kind of made it so that was not too difficult to deal with, I think. And then if Nelliklin was one using Stone Barricade, Brovar could have used Slide and countered
So
the
it's
Stone
worth
Barricade.
noting it's not Nelliklin and Ixtos that have the Stone Barricade.
Yeah, I'm the one that has the Stone Barricade, so Freyhill would have been playing them.
because they're +2s.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, either way,
it's-
I could slide Frail away from the target hex to make the pillar knock him down if it's Stone Barricade. And if it's Dreams, he had redirect, so he could flux redirect and make you target someplace that you can't even tunnel to.
that would have been very annoying.
And no, Shilvi was outside of the dome, so I can't do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's true.
Shilvi.
That would have been annoying, but on the other hand, then you wouldn't have had the flux for the last hit of the Lord, which it didn't matter in the end because you hit
Yeah.
2+3s. But
Yeah.
the final the flux was kind of required to ensure the victory there.
Mm.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been an obvious play of like, oh yes, we're definitely going for this without the flux.
Wait a
with the
sec.
flux, it's like we just need to.
Oh no, never mind. Keep going.
I was like, it's just I need to not hit the one slide in the deck, and we're good basically.
I think
the ice wall was the draw off of that attack, by the way. So he had all the double sacrifice, double nourish, and redirect already. That was
Well, I've realized the way we survived that, and I'm kicking myself for not having seen it. We moved the outsider into the dome. That's how we win that. Because Frail can't get away from our double charm. That's how we were supposed to win.
That's
so if
yeah.
so
Yeah.
no so if you moved into the dome, Shilvi follows it into the dome, and then we have redirect and slide.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but like we wait for you to play the first anti-heal, and then we charm, and then you can try and dodge us in some way and play another, and then I mean you do have the mana, I guess, to do both. If Frail's right there.
I mean, first we go over here to get adjacent to it.
But I mean,
I don't know where exactly you.
I mean,
I don't know exactly where you
the
place
ancestor
it,
would have gone down here, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
So
we wouldn't have.
We wouldn't have handed you the easy revenge triggers.
Right. So then Shilvi probably moves in like here-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can slide and redirect her out.
I guess Ishitas can go here then, and you can kind of make a little bit of a wall.
Yeah, but okay, Shilvi being there was. Yeah, but I mean, you can still go here and do your entire play as before.
Right.
Yeah, and then you can
slide
slide
out.
Frail, you have the redirect too. Like,
We'd have to hope that you didn't notice that part.
yeah.
Well, actually,
I think
maybe
because of
Shilvi's
the
supposed
slide,
to. No, we
because of your
redirect the
slide
first one, slide
and
the
your
second.
redirects. Like, okay, because of your slides and your redirects, I don't think we had a chance this game.
Yeah. The conditions were
Hunting
not for
Power.
us.
I think
really,
like, if you
really want to see Hunting for Power gone, guys. We now have enough objectives that we can throw that away. Come on.
if you did put the outsider in the dome, I think it's more likely that we don't necessarily make the play that saves us, because from our perspective, I don't know how sure we were of which deck like Charm would have been in. At least I probably wasn't paying as close attention to the modifiers, and you hadn't flipped that many, so I wouldn't have been sure. So like, I don't know, Ryan, if maybe you would have had I mean, I guess over here it puts us farther away from more heroes.
No, the point is
saving from
you
Frail,
can. you don't have to make the decision
Yeah,
until it happens, because if
I
it's
guess you
toss,
push.
you slide X toss instead.
Yeah,
don't have to make
that's
the
true.
decision.
Yeah, and we have redirect either way, and then we can slide either one of them out of range. Yeah.
Like, yeah, you just had two.
I don't know if we would have quite seen that and definitely gone for it, but we might have. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we also don't have to, if the Lord of the Answers comes in the dome, we bring Shillavy into the dome, and then we don't need to go for the outsider right away. We could, we could still keep going for Skyteam Master. We have Slide, we have Presence, we have, so we don't need to go for that at that point. We can kind of take our time and, maybe get some damage on it.
Yeah.
I mean, our goal was to draw dome, not to win dome, though, worth noting. So long as we draw the lane here and draw dome, we can win here.
Yeah.
Right, but if you're winning here, that means you have a hero over here. You have 2 presences, we have 1, so we tie there. So a single slide or Eckert push.
Yeah. It's very true. Yeah. Well, congratulations, guys! Through the power of hunting for power, you have defeated us. You are the new 2v2 champions. Congratulations, Kirito. It's almost as if you made the game mode.
I feel like I'm going to file a complaint with the commissioners. I feel like this is rigged.
It's worth noting that
the
all
commissioner vetoes your complaint.
4 of our games ended on round 2.
That is actually very true. Yeah, this is yet another game that ended on round 2. And despite that, however, we're still going on of over 2 hours.
I mean, we spent a lot of time talking after the game.
Not a whole lot.
The fact of the matter is, hunting for power is also just dumb.
Yeah, it's definitely what I'm like always probably a little bit more wary of going for it than I perhaps should be. Because I'm always just scared that it's just
locks it down with sacrifice, man. She just locks it all down.
Yeah. So that was the decision we were having before. So Eckert, like when I was talking about Eckert or Golbjorn, Eckert has like some of the just the movement stuff, but Golbjorn had 3 copies of Discharge through Rampant Hatred. And so I was just hunting for power. Like, if you're gonna go all in hunting for power, Golbjorn made more sense. But I was thinking, you're both thinking Skytier Master would be a little better, and then he just drew all the heals. I'm like, okay, we'll do this instead.
From our perspective, our Akla has Clear Mind, Crawling Darkness, and Unstoppable, whereas our Frail, of course, has the Charms and the Snowblinds and the Chasms.
Yeah.
Our Vorhild and Nalclin are both built very similarly. Nalclin has triple Bewitch, triple Call the Pack, triple Rampant Hatred. Vorhild has triple Granite Skin, double Arboreal Rites, double Touch, double Chasm. And then the Ixtos, who we always bring, has triple Presence, triple Sinkhole, triple Sudden Distraction.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, we had one side which was just all control, one side that was all damage. And it was working very, very well.
Yep.
With the Nalclin turn 2 plays, which was funny because I thought Sudden Distraction would be very important, but then we never got to turn 3.
Yeah, that's the thing. We never actually got to the point where we could play that card, because I think we went second most of the games.
The thing I really don't like about Sudden Distraction is it feels great until that one time your opponent casts Redirect.
And gets the outsider with it? Sure.
No. And takes your lead away from you. Because it doesn't say target enemy hero, it says target hero.
That's true.
I don't think that that's a problem with the way we play, though, because I think early on, RG is leading, and then later on, I'm the one leading, and like, I'm gonna play some distraction before I declare my lead.
Right. So at best, you just burn the card.
I've just seen that happen a number of times, and it's just like every time you see that happen,
absolutely.
it's just
that can absolutely be a problem.
I mean, so
I haven't actually seen that happen before, but it's something I thought about plenty of times.
I've seen it happen 2 or 3 times. I think. I think once, at least once to me, and I did it once to someone else. But I think part of the reason I've seen it happen is I mean, it depends on what you're doing with. I think you often want to play it as late as you can, and so then it's a matter of, is the hero that's casting it then actually have the actions to lead afterwards if it gets redirected, and sometimes that's not the case.
Yeah, the trick is, though, this is Nalclin, so like he's gonna be like sudden distracting, worshipping, presencing, or something like that.
Good call. Damn.
But yeah, you are completely correct. It is definitely a scary thing in a lot of games.
Oh well, next league we have the breach cards, which means we can just go damage the whole way because it doesn't matter about your control when we deal 15 plus the flip because of the new cards.
You're making a mistake there, RG, because whilst we deal 15 plus on the flip, they get to deal even more damage to the outsider with Frail.
That's a fair point. You do have a valid point.
Yeah. And some... I completely forgot what I was going to say. That's fantastic. I'm tired, guys. I went 0-4 in a Star Wars Destiny tournament. So, very, very sad today.
This feels bad, man. All right, well, I think we are ready to wrap up here then. So, again, Kirito, Pythoner, congrats. You get the crown for now. We will come forward in Season 3, whenever that takes place. And it's going to be best 2 out of 3 at that point, I think. So, for everyone who watched this video, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.